Oh.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to a special mid-morning episode.
Dude, so we moved into an apartment, which is why these are coming out late.
Yep.
That you'll see this for a while.
We don't have internet yet.
Yeah, we don't have internet. So we've been like going. It's been a hassle. Also, we're recording this on the bed because the office has terrible acoustics, so we had to buy soundproof walls.
Yep, I just ordered like 120 square feet of soundproofing material.
Yep, so we're just on the bed, laying here, ready to play our game. Alright, let's get started.
Play that game.
The credits. Okay, so I know that James did both the songs. Hang on. Her writers. Stelsa. Same person who did Azdaja. Who's the other one? Boldir. The clother.
Of course. The clother.
Yeah.
Alright. Same artist as last time. Okay. Phil Gibson.
How is there only one colorist? I guess the character artists become the colorists.
Yeah. Phil Gibson did the background this time.
Yay! A Poinko. Yeah! Yay! Look, he did the ending. Yay!
Alright. And then...
I know this one. Stelsa's theme. Imagine, if you will, a situation wherein I wrote the bulk of this song at 4 a.m. and then woke up only to discover the monstrosity I had created in my fleeting hubris. He was drunk when he wrote this. It's supposed to be like a sitcom, what was it, 90s sitcom, 80s sitcom vibe.
Whatever, man. Fucking...
Boldir's theme is Old Secret, which, oh damn, I'm not even gonna get into the story on that, because
Let's play the game. Let's play the game.
Baby. Mint chip
leaf.
Yep. He's taking over.
How dare he?
Sandra.
You're a nut.
Yay.
You're a nut.
Yay.
You're so bad. You're so slow. We've been through this by now.
Fine. How about you take the mouse?
I would love to take the mouse,
Here.
but it's on the other side.
Bring it over here. Now you have the mouse.
You're bad.
You have good control of that mouse.
It's time to play. Alright.
Yay!
Fate, fortune, and fashion.
Yay! I knew Stelsa was gonna use because fashion. I actually thought Boldir might be one of them. Yay!
Blah blah blah. Friendship. Blah.
Yes!
Alright, I got some options here.
Well, hang on, look at Boldir. Little downward tilt of the head.
Yep. Tips fedora.
That's stupid. And then let's look at Stelsa. Aw, what a sweetie. Everybody hates Stelsa, her design, but I think she looks pretty nutly. I like it.
That fish hair.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
Just like Joseph.
Anyway.
Boldir Lamati.
Ugh, Jesus. Okay. Alright. I don't see how you can be so much louder than me. I'm just looking at like the green feed bar down here.
Ah!
You're so bad. Alright, it's this Boldir time.
Boldir! Yay, look at that sweetie.
You're silly. It's background time.
Yeah, we're back at the home base.
You just aren't feeling it today. You're getting more and more of these gray nights recently. Nights where the call of the streets, that infinite ramble for companionship, just sounds exhausting and meaningless. Blah blah, friendship blah.
Go.
You had days like this back on Earth too, when getting out of bed just didn't seem worth it. The sun is just beginning to slip under the horizon, and usually this would be the sign to rise and shine, or rise and dark. But all you've managed to do so far this evening is make yourself some coffee.
It's Dunkley, you can rise and shine without it being sunny out. You're the one who's shining. Whatever. I guess dark is also fitting for Alternia. I'm here to be dark and brooding.
Rise and dark. You recently mentioned to Gorgor that you drink instant. And he was so disgusted that he gave you a coffee machine. He claimed it was an old one he doesn't use anymore, but it still had the price tag on it.
Ugly.
Mm.
Thank you, Tagora.
On the table sits a palm husk Connell had taken off a dead kid, especially for you. And cradled in your hand is a mug Skyla sent. It looks like she painted it herself. There's a white blob on one side that you think is supposed to be Lady.
Yay!
White blob.
I love it.
You're even wearing the hoodie Malik gave you to cut the evening chill.
Look at all of our friends being friendly to us. We got all this friendly friends.
Got all these friendly friends.
I'm excited for ours when he will no longer have any friends. Goes back in time.
You're stupid.
Anyway, we won't get into that.
Don't be stupid.
How dare you slap me?
Here you are, all wrapped up in the warm embraces of your friend's goodwill, safe and sound, but deep inside you festers something. A gnawing existential dissatisfaction. That classic angst the philosophers wrote about.
Yay!
Your palm husk chimes, and you pick it up lazily. What? Another rando trying to slide into your DMs? Sorry, folks. You just don't have time for that anymore. You are a friendship connoisseur. A sommelier of the rarest amicable vintages.
That's what you say as you look at the DM. And get consumed in it.
You unlock the screen to find a message.
Yes, I love this song.
It's banana time.
Oh my gosh, look, their quirk is just whispering. Anyway. Boldir.
You're bad.
It's perfect. I'm not sure that this line is secure.
So people gotta hear you, Cameron. I know that you're like whispering, but come on.
Psst. I'm not sure that this line is secure. Actually, I'm positive that it isn't. But I am risking contact because it is imperative that we speak. Imperative. I'm sending you rendezvous coordinates.
Oh no, I can't read coordinates.
If you wouldn't mind coming anytime after the sun has set.
Anytime. Triple question mark.
I realize that this is unorthodox, but please believe me when I tell you this is not a trick or a trap. I have important information regarding your place on Alternia.
Oh boy. You attempt to reply to the message, but there isn't a cursor or anywhere to input text. In fact, there doesn't even appear to be a messenger app open on your phone. It's just a random text box floating in the void.
Excellent.
You rarely have a chance to read it all the way through before it vanishes and Google Maps opens with an address already programmed in.
Excellent.
It's close enough to walk to, which is great, because using your stolen scuttle buggy still makes you a little nervous.
Yay!
You swallow the rest of your coffee and grab your shoes. We have shoes. Not again. Your GPS leads you to a shop you recognize. It's the cafe from your weird sort of date with Lanera. It's not too crowded at this time of day.
Also the one with L-word. Oh no, because the one with L-word, we didn't come here. Remember? That was the failing route when we came here.
You're new.
Also, there were other times when we've mentioned things, like, we mentioned the purple blood that, remember, Remily, we killed a purple blood? Purple blood recognized us from the apartment? But the apartment was from the bad end, with Polypa. Anyway.
We've been over this. It's continuity, whatever.
Anyway.
MSP reader knows no story.
Alright, let's continue. Boldir kinda sounds vaguely like Zagora.
You're silly. It's not too crowded at this time of day. The usual studying crowd doesn't seem to appear to be here. A couple trolls are sitting around sharing pots of tea. Oh no.
Fool. Fucking idiot. I explicitly stated I wanted essence of day glow, not whatever this garbage is.
Oh no. Oh, you know, this person really has been a minute, hasn't it?
Yep, it has. Never expected to see her again.
Her dad stands in front of the counter, shouting at the cash register. Whatever automated system runs this shop has apparently gotten her order wrong.
Automated system. I see a troll back there.
Yep. It's an automated troll.
Sorry. It's like she looks over at us and it's like, you! I haven't seen you in eons! I thought we were friends. Anyway.
I have more furniture for you to build.
Great. What are you looking at, This is absolutely none of your... Oh. It's you.
And swiftly covers up her surprise, examining a sharp, perfectly shaped nail.
You look different. Is that another Cerulean's hoodie?
Better?
Let's not exaggerate. I simply meant you looked less like toxic waste and more like run-of-the-grain grinder garbage.
You tell her that it's good to see her too.
Yep.
Man, this really takes you back. You'd been so simple back then, so unevolved. And you were laser focused on a single desire, friendship. Now, well, you still like friends, you really do. But you also have, like, a car and a sweatshirt with somebody's sign on it. You've moved up in the world.
Fascinating.
Oh, by the way, is she the one who summoned you here?
Summon? Huh? You? You must be joking. I haven't spared a single solitary thought. Wait, I haven't spared a single solitary thought for you since you dragged your wretched carcass out of my hive.
Absently, you push your hand into the pockets of your hoodie. Something crinkles between your fingers, and you pull out a folded piece of notebook paper. Okay, this definitely hadn't been in there when you left your hive.
Oh, damn.
You passed a couple people in the street, but you definitely don't remember any of them getting close enough to slip something in your pocket. Huh. It only says 2 words.
Outback. Ooh.
Oh man, should you go? Alright, it's banana time.
Backyards are as bad as basements, no way.
Okay, listen. You've done some pretty dumb stuff since you crash landed here. For instance, following the woman standing in front of you into her basement. But not this time. Nice try, Catfisher.
Important correspondence.
Nah. You crumple a page up in your hand. Nothing that can't wait. So bad.
Good. Impeccable timing. Just what I was hoping you would say.
Oh no.
Yep.
I'm getting friend blocked.
Oh! How
bad.
dare you slap my arm?
You're bad.
Poor baby.
You have to carry things.
Okay, go to next. That's a nice drawing though. Sadly, I saw it earlier because I fucked up.
You spoiled.
I spoiled myself on accident.
Alright.
Go, go, go!
Go. Let's be real here. If you were ever going to refuse a suspicious invitation, you would have done it by now. You would have drawn the line at the vehicle theft or murder curature anime club. You can't resist a social engagement. Your tragic flaw.
Okay, I guess. Enjoy yourself.
You head back through a beaded curtain, half expecting an alarm to ring. How do they keep people from just robbing stores here? Are there like lasers and shit?
I was talking about this with my dad earlier when we were getting cinder blocks from Home Depot. You just tell the people you want 6 cinder blocks, then you go out there and grab your cinder blocks. Nobody helps you or anything. I'm like, you could just literally go and steal cinder blocks. I asked him about that. He was like, oh yeah, you could totally do that.
They distrust you. You emerge into a tidy little back garden. None of the plants here are ones you recognize from Earth, but it's still nice.
It's pretty.
You cross a bridge over a slow-flowing stream and find yourself looking down at a path that blooms into a tight, dizzying spiral. Maybe you're supposed to walk across it and ponder your place in the universe. Your contemplation would be inevitably cut off before it hit its climax because someone is sitting at the center of the spiral. She is a small, compact shape with her hair cut short and choppy around her chin, wearing a shapeless white dress. Only more
White?
only more of a robe.
Oh. Oh, she's got a butt chin.
It's banana time.
So do I. Okay.
I've been waiting for you. Thanks for coming.
He speaks in a stage whisper, low and full of air, but still loud enough to hear across the path.
Oh, damn. Jeez. What does that sound like?
Ever tried to whisper to someone across the room, even though it's not really whispering?
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do it like that then. That's her voice now.
It's so bad. Pick your way carefully across the spiral, making sure not to mess any of it up, treading only inside the lines. Girl gives you a small, secretive smile.
My name's Boldir.
Ask her if this is her garden. She live here? It's nice, but it's not exactly out of the elements. Actually, it looks like there's some storm clouds rolling in. You're probably going to get rain soon.
Oh yeah, my raccoon is over there, under that tree.
Okay.
What? Smiles again. You can't tell if she's messing around. Next, she is entirely unreadable, like your face is a totally reflective surface, and all you're seeing is the cloudy sky in the garden. You can't tell how she feels about you at all.
Would you like to sit down?
Inside the circle, or looks around like she is only just realizing she is at the center of a complicated geometric pattern.
It doesn't matter. I only wanted to see if you would follow the path or trample through it. But you did neither. You forged your own way while taking care to preserve that which has come before.
What is this?
Meditating over here.
You ask her what that means.
Maybe nothing. I'm not sure.
The wind tosses her hair and the clouds chase each other across the sky. If the rain comes, it will come soon. Boldir continues to look at you as you shift awkwardly and shiver, pushing your hands into your hoodie. This is different than any other friend meetup you've had, even with the others who purposefully sought you out. There is a serenity to Boldir that all the rest lack. Or maybe that's just the zen as fuck garden getting to you. You try to remember what Boldir said to you in the message that she somehow managed to make appear on your phone and then immediately self-immolate. And she has some information for you about your place on Alternia or some shit like that.
Like what you did.
Did I say that? I guess I did. I suppose I wanted a chance to talk to you a bit before the end. I was starting to feel a little, jealous, maybe?
Right. Yes, everybody has been going on about the funny dumb alien robot who's been prowling this countryside.
No, that's not it. Though I'm sure you're very funny. I just wanted a chance to talk to you. Someone who is so adrift in the swell of fate and the whims of the paradox.
Paradox? You don't know anything about paradoxes. Well, you know what they are. You just don't see why they're relevant.
They aren't. Paradoxes aren't relevant, by their very nature. It's the essence of that nature that makes them so integral to the story.
There's nothing over here. You shake your head. You're not built for this cosmic stuff. You're just an orphan from Earth with quick fingers, for spaceships and apparently vehicles. Boldir gives you another sly smile.
Oh, quick fingers.
You blush. You hadn't meant that as a dirty joke or anything. Also, your fingers are nowhere near as quick as hers. Somehow got a piece of paper in your pocket while you were standing in a cafe and she was back here. That's like reverse pickpocketing through astral projection.
I assume that when she said quick fingers, she meant it in terms of pickpocketing and not a dirty joke.
That's what you think. Boldir laughs. She stands up and moves across the garden path, following the spiral so swiftly and efficiently that she might as well be floating.
Okay.
She drifts over to one of the trees, pulling a coat down from where it's slung over a branch. It covers her from chin to ankles, coming together to form an olive green symbol on her chest that looks like a question mark without the dot. A broad-brimmed hat finishes out the ensemble.
Well, I can't teach you astral projection. pickpocketing is actually quite simple.
Would you care to learn? I would love to learn from you, Boldir. I actually would love to know how to do it, just for the sake of knowing.
You're a man.
Ideally, we need a third person to act as the mark, but I think we can make it work.
More crime, huh?
No more crime, please.
No more crime, please. We already got a hell of a rap sheet. Maybe it would be best not to add any new skills that could lead you into temptation.
Fair enough. Would you care to go for a stroll? It's a nice night.
It's a windy, unsettled night, and it looks like rain. You suppose that's nice, depending on your definition. You'd absolutely love to take a stroll. That's your whole vibe recently. Strolling. You follow her through a little back gate and into the street. It's like a stroller, like get in.
Yeah.
You're so small, I figured you could fit.
You leave the cafe behind and are quickly consumed by the drift of the midnight crowd. You brace for the inevitable pitying, hostile looks you get whenever you go out in public. You should have mentioned that you try to avoid large groups, but strangely no one even glances at you. It's like Boldir exudes a sneaky aura that encompasses the both of you. As you walk, you ask her if she really believes in fate, like the two of you were always going to meet and nothing could have happened any differently no matter what you did. Boldir gives you a thoughtful sidelong glance.
Well, that would imply that none of our choices matter, and that causality is inevitable. That randomness is irrelevant. Right?
It would imply that, but was that what you believe or no?
Sure. You scamper to keep up with her, both physically and mentally. Someone who asks you to take a stroll, she hears booking it down the street.
But that disregards our choices. Fate dictates that all possibilities are, by their very nature, necessities. Or rather, the choice you made was the only one you ever could make. I doubt the universe is that simple.
That's what Michai believes. He believes it's that simple.
Nope, we get to make multiple choices.
He sees this as there's one timeline and that's it. Little does he know that in his particular universe...
There are actually 3.
You're stupid. Go.
That's how it is in this universe.
Go. Sometimes 4.
Sometimes 4. Doesn't sound simple to you. You hum and nod sagely because you want Boldir to think you're deep.
Instead of asking yourself whether you were meant to meet me and meant to be here, it makes more sense to wonder what the forces are that have conspired to bring it into being.
Well, that would be exhaustion and ineptitude. You don't exactly remember what happened, but you're sure it involved something stupid like falling asleep at the wheel and drifting off into another solar system. It had been a rough 48 hours, you know? A lot of escaping and running and punching and stealing of high-powered vehicles.
Yes, of course. I understand. All in a day's work.
He stops you at most intersections so you can take surreptitious glances around the corner before gesturing you forward. Every so often she will turn the two of you around to double back. You aren't exactly sure why. Maybe he thinks you are being followed, but who would follow you from a cafe?
All sorts. But don't worry. I know how to shake off a tail.
You cross one of the main thoroughfares and a big black bird swoops at your heads. You yelp and duck. When you look around you see that the bird has landed on Boldir's arm and she's stroking its back.
Oh, it's a blackbird.
You brace yourself for it to start talking or some shit like that because that's what your life is like now. It just sticks his leg out for Boldir to remove a scrap of paper.
You know, I wonder how many people are gonna blow up that it's not a white animal. Like, these people just forget that there are animals that aren't Lyssuses here.
It's an animal. Yep. It's like a carrier pigeon. It's an enormous bird.
Yep.
Not very discreet. It waits patiently for her to read the message and then scribble something on the back before attaching it to the crow. And throwing it back into the air. Man, that's some Harry Potter ass shit.
Go.
One of my informants wants to rendezvous in meat space.
That's real life, by the way.
What?
Meat space is just like real life.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's not like a meat zone.
I was imagining like the freezer where Yemen and I.
No. Meat space.
I didn't know that was code. You know that's a real code word.
Code word, I guess. It's a lingo.
Oh, it's a lingo. Okay.
Meat space is just the real world because you have meat bodies instead of like virtual ones.
Unusual.
Oh, I see. So she's saying he doesn't want to talk on. Okay, got it.
Unusual. But has been an unusual day.
Always remember, happy day. Unusual couple of months, honestly.
Yes, of course. You've had it much harder than I have. What was I thinking?
Well, you weren't trying to get into the contest of whose life sucks more, but yeah, it's been rough. You appreciate that you can see that.
Of all the planets to be forced to, Alternia is, well...
the best one, because if you get forced to another planet,
Then
you get conquered and
yeah,
be killed.
Exactly.
not ideal. Not the worst, but you still have my sympathies.
Yeah, you could have landed on the sun instead.
The big red sun.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything at all you like about it?
What about Alternia?
All the friends.
All the living people. Well, you're kind of digging this whole night as day thing. You're from a diurnal species. But you've always be a bit of a night owl. You really do be like that. Also, not to brag, but you've made some seriously cool friends.
Yes, I've been following your exploits.
Thank God everyone's keeping up with us,
Yeah.
so we don't have to keep explaining.
Your friendship acquisition procedures are really quite impressive.
Aw, now you're blushing. Yes, Boldir, how she knows that much about your exploits, because it's only pretty recently that you've had any sort of real social media presence. You suppose she could have a Gorgle alert like Malik did, but...
Man, I want to make sprites. I'm sorry. She doesn't seem to have that many expressions.
Nope.
Maybe she'll have more later.
Maybe.
Quick, around here.
Exciting ones. What?
Oh,
Boldir leads you into a deserted lot. It's like the tires.
this is the junkyard that was mentioned previously.
Yep. Deserted lot between two buildings. Nothing here except some broken bottles and a pile of old rubber tires. Yeah.
Okay, so they do have tires for
They
their
do have
scuttle
tires.
buggy.
It's just a nutly illustration
Yeah.
at one time.
Fucking scuttle buggy with legs, anyway.
And leaves you behind the tire pile to keep watch, although she's probably just doing it to get you out of the way, which, fair. Then she heads out into the center of the lot, presumably to wait for her contact. You sit here twiddling your thumb. What is that?
What is what?
What's clicking?
I don't know.
You sit here twiddling your thumbs, trying to suppress the desire to pull out your phone. That doesn't seem very covert ops. You're just starting to get really antsy, jittering your leg and cracking your knuckles and digging a little hole in the dirt with a stick, when you hear something strange beneath the wind. Swish, followed by a thunk.
Oh shit!
Mulder jerks and clutches her neck. You rise up from your rubber pile, sending the tires flying. It's very light tires.
We're just like muscle mass, like throwing the tires, like Boldir.
You look wildly up at the surrounding buildings, trying to find out where the projectile came from. You don't see anyone, not even a lone gunman. You run for your new friend, not spending a thought for your own safety. The clouds move overhead like someone has put them on fast forward, and the wind rattling the trash on the pavement.
Bionic baby. Oh!
By the time you reach Boldir, she has begun to twitch in hard spasms. One look at the blotchy stain spreading across her neck, and there's no doubt you both say it at the same time.
Poison.
Poison. You fall to your knees beside her. Oh god, what are you supposed to do? You don't know anything about poison, or first aid, or anything else useful. God, why are you such a fucking waste of space? You could have been gaining some life skills instead of just loafing around like a complete idiot. You...
Stop. Don't. There isn't time. This stuff acts fast.
So bad. Can't believe how bad I am. Wow, I sure am bad. Boldir takes hard, gasping breaths between each word. Her eyes are going cloudy. It makes a desperate grab for your hands.
Listen.
For the first time, her voice rises above a whisper. Her grip is surprisingly strong.
Oh, my bad. Listen!
Hard to save her strength. When she shakes her head so hard her hat falls off.
I'm not important.
Tell her to stop being dramatic. Of course she's important.
I'm not being dramatic.
This dies. Can't get out in time.
I hope she dies. I want more deaths than these. I can't wait for Hiveswap Act 2 where everybody dies. Anyway.
Read.
Well, maybe a little because I'm dying. But still, remember what I said about fate.
Fuck fate. You don't want anything to do with it. This is the kind of shit it's gonna pull on you. So many of your friends have died because of you. Because of your incredible inability to... The world twists and stutters. Your guts
What the heck?
are a record. And that record is skipping.
We get poisoned.
For a moment, you're sure that whoever that poison-shooting bastard is has shot you too, but then your vision clears and you feel the rain on the back of your neck. The world rolling back to you in waves of color and sound.
What the fuck?
The dark sky splits open on a fault line of lightning. Boldir's hand goes limp in your own. With shaking fingers, you reach out to touch her motionless cheek. Fuck. Fuck. Not again. Why? An uncontrollable wave of despair washes over you as you look down at the corpse of this girl you barely know. You. Where are all of these feelings coming from? There's honestly too many of them. Why are they?
Yay!
What an end.
She's dead.
Yep. So her hat's back on.
Your hat's back on.
We put the hat on. Like you look weird without it.
It's so dramatic.
Yeah, that was a very dramatic ending to your fuck.
What the fuck even happened?
Got hit with a thing.
Yeah. Whatever. Alright, let's go to the next one.
Your friend was a traitor.
Shit. Anyway.
Or was a fake note or something like that.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, one of those.
Very dramatic.
You weren't skeptical enough, Boldir.
What?
Again?
Again? Must I do everything myself?
What was that?
Oh. This game better not do some dumb shit.
Oh, I hope it does.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, another Doki Doki simulator.
Yay.
No. I don't want my game to start behaving strangely.
I'm curious. What happens if we go down the same route?
I think the same thing.
Yeah. Alright, sure, let's do crime.
I don't think the routes are gonna change. But like... they have the ability to change the format up a little bit.
They do. I wanted to do some Doki Doki shit with our shit.
Why must I do everything myself? I wonder what that was about.
I don't know.
Sure, let's do crime.
Whimsical and meaningless, as always. Continue.
This whole mess started with the theft of a spaceship, and if Boldir is right about all that fate horse shit, this was supposed to happen. So, maybe you'll lean into it.
Perfect. The first and most important aspect of the art of pickpocketing is staying unobtrusive.
Thinking about mentioning that walking around in a great big coat and floppy hat is not the most unobtrusive thing you've ever seen, but you aren't the expert here. Also, you're an alien, so you don't really have room to talk. Maybe you should get a big coat like that yourself. You just love ripping looks off of all your friends. Boldir takes you through the basics of criminal sleight of hand, and on the whole you aren't too bad. In fact, you think you might have a future in it if you weren't already on the career path of professional friendshipper.
Damn it! Why couldn't you tell us for real? I wanted to know.
Maybe they just don't know for real.
They probably don't. Pickpocketing is hard, man.
Ah yes, it's just to tell you in words how to pickpocket. Instructions. 1. Pick the pocket. You've done it. You don't know what this has to do with her learning about you or teaching you your place on Alternia, but it's fun and Boldir is a good teacher. there's one thing this journey has taught you. It's that when something isn't actively painful or destructive, just write it out. You don't think you'll be going around pickpocketing many trolls. Enough of them already want to kill you. But it's good to have this skill on reserve if you ever need cash fast and don't feel like hitting up any of your rich friends.
When we do our volumes, we do have to remember all the stuff we've learned. And also, I want it to have better continuity.
Baby. You wonder if Boldir uses it for anything besides passing notes.
My sources tell me you've been on Alternia for almost 3 perigrees now.
Perigrees.
Or 3 perigrees. What do you mean, months?
Months?
What the fuck?
I don't know.
I thought perigrees were days.
I mean, weird. Maybe they're months now.
Whatever, go. I mean, perigrees are days and perigrees are months.
That's stupid. Anyway. Months.
Maybe. Maybe.
You have no idea how long a perigree is, but what the hell, sure.
Impressive. No wonder.
He trails off thoughtfully and shakes her head. He or she could say something with some substance to it instead of just vague nonsense. But at least she isn't threatening you with violence or trying to stick wires into you, so you're counting this interaction successful so far. Also, you feel weirdly chilled out with Boldir. Sure, you want to be friends, but there's none of that stomach-churning, spine-bending desperation to make sure she likes you at whatever the cost. You feel more awake than you have in weeks. Man, you got to learn to pickpocket in a garden behind a cafe more often. This is what it does to your stress levels.
Want to get something to eat? I know I do. Or maybe just coffee, because that's what they serve here.
Sure, you could use another caffeinated beverage. On top of the other caffeinated beverage you had earlier. Why not? You'll sleep when you're dead.
If only.
Because he turned into a ghost. Haha.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Stop being stupid.
Does the MSPA man have a ghost?
I don't know. He has a continued life form, and down he's everybody. He's
unkillable.
He's like Pickle Inspector when he became God. Godhead Pickle Inspector.
You're silly.
That's who he is.
He's just unkillable.
Yep.
Like, even if you could kill him, he'd just, like, inhabit some other exactly similar body.
Go.
You follow her out of the garden and back into the cafe.
Oh. That's right.
You're still in here.
Who is this now? Yet another friend.
Oh, our daughter, you're still here, you bitch.
Of course I am, fool. You were back there for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Wow, felt like way longer than that. Guess you underestimated the power of a good training montage. You introduce our daughter to Boldir with the cheerful earnestness of someone who has forgotten the systemic classism of the planet on which they currently reside. Your daughter stops you with an aristocratic sneer.
Stop, before I have to stop you myself.
What? You kinda are.
I have absolutely no desire to mix with those so low on the social ladder, like yourself.
Which is why you've come to this, like, all bloods cafe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Get your, like, day glow. Bullshit.
This place serves the best day glow, I'll have you know.
Starbucks.
If only they'd get it right! What in the world could she have to offer me?
You shrug. You're not sure. Maybe friendship? You know, friendships between people of different castes are possible. You've seen them happen. Regardless, you feel bad for exposing your newest friend to the vaguely nonsensical abuses of your oldest. You turn back to Boldir to apologize and find her gazing coolly at Ardata like she could do it all night. There's none of the fear or reverence or false obedience you've seen other lower bloods display to blues.
It just seems like the gray, done with it. It's like, whatever, this is what I expected.
Instead, Boldir looks at Ardata like she's a bug. Worse, a pebble that she would just love to kick out of the way.
What an elitist.
Oh no.
Psst. Nice to meet you in person, Miss Carmia. I hear your GrubTube channel has been losing subscribers recently.
Oh, sick.
I wonder why that is.
Ooh, blue hits Ardada's cheeks in an angry flush. Ooh. No friends to build furniture.
I'm currently on hiatus. The old garbage was getting tired.
Let's be real here. No one unsubscribes. I just leave it in there if you stop uploading.
Alright, keep going.
I have so many imitators that my own content is starting to seem derivative.
I don't think anyone makes your content. I think it's just bad. He gives one of her maniacal laughs. But it's a little less robust than usual. Man, the wild tundra of internet fame really is a stark and arid battleground.
In fact, I have a new feature in the works as we speak.
Holds up the little vial she'd been haggling with the cash register over earlier.
Poison.
Oh.
Shit. Getting the best and most expedient process would be to just dose my featured guest's food and then hide the antidote somewhere in my hive. Unless you have another idea.
He smiles, sly and mean. Boldir smiles back, just as vicious.
Great. Have fun with that.
While Boldir talks, her eyes start flicking from you to Ardada and then down. Again and again. You, Ardada, and down. Takes a couple of go-arounds before you realize what she is telling you. Keeps looking down into your hands, which are stuck in your hoodie pocket, exactly where you found the note Boldir slipped you. Ardada is carrying a bag that looks expensive and extremely goth, and you can see where the vial of poison is sticking out. Oh man, you know what you have to do.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So when a group comes into the shop and pushes past the three of you, you move in on Ardada and slip a hand into her bag, palming the smooth, cold vial. Gives you a weird look, like, why are you suddenly all up on me, peon? But she doesn't notice the theft.
I suppose I'll be going now. And if I were you, I'd be more mindful of who I choose to associate myself with in the future.
You say bye to her, feeling the tiniest bit guilty, but she's planning to use this poison to do murder theater in her prison basement. So you don't feel that bad.
Take care now.
Ardada leaves and Boldir takes an inquisitive step closer.
Psst, show me.
You open your hand to display the spoiled flesh book. Criminal euphoria. Oh. Oh hell no. You grabbed the wrong fucking vial. This one is blue, not red. You grabbed the antidote, not the poison. God. You honestly thought you were moving past these kinds of cock-ups.
Oh. Damn. Well, at least you have the antidote now. You never know when one of those might come in handy.
Oh, damn. He sways forward and clutches at her neck. For one confused second, you think she's doing an impression of someone who might need an antidote. Then she falls to her knees.
They're in the shop.
Not again. You dart forward and catch her before she can totally use.
I was wondering if we could go back to the other route with the antidote somehow.
That was,
Anyway.
Severer than she looks, a compact muscle in a coat full of an ungodly number of weapons. He has like 4 guns in here, what the hell?
That's good.
Your arms are full, so you can only watch, helpless, as a troll in a hood that covers their face and their horns and books it out the door. You shout that some fucker just stabbed your friend, but nobody here is looking at you.
What the hell?
Damn it. Not again. This is the same way people on Earth might ignore a mother trying to calm a toddler throwing a tantrum, just turning their eyes away from a distasteful public scene.
Yeah. Alternia. What a difference, huh?
Yep.
Ow.
What? Okay.
Damn it.
You put a hand up the Boldir's neck to try and staunch the bleeding. Not again. There isn't any bleeding. Bewildered, you pull apart the lapels of her coat and you see a single drop of olive blood trembling above her collarbone. Discoloration spreads in a dark spill over her neck and radiating down her chest. You both say it at the same time.
Poison.
No, not again. Poison. You open your hand, look at the tiny blue vial, then back up to Boldir. Her eyes are glassy, her skin going blotchy and ashen. There is no reason to believe that Ardada's poison and the poison the assassin used are the same, with the same antidote. It already strains the powers of coincidence that you grab the antidote at all.
You're probably right. But maybe you should try it anyway.
You bitch.
I can't feel my legs.
Right. Maybe the mere fact that this is such an unlikely happenstance means it will be the right antidote. Everything you've done so far has had the pull of inevitability to it, especially all of your interactions with Boldir.
Great. Awesome. I'm glad you're realizing your inherent significance to this particular microcosm of causation. Now can you please pour that stuff in my mouth so I can swallow it and possibly not die?
You know, Boldir tip her head back and put the vial to her lips. At the last minute you wonder if it's supposed to be diluted, but Boldir gulps the whole thing down and immediately begins to shake.
Boldir dies.
Smoke,
Jesus Christ, what is this?
Smoke billows out of her nostrils and open mouth, and holy shit, what is going on? This doesn't seem like any type of antidote to you. And then the smoke clears and Boldir opens up her big yellow eyes. How does she feel?
Alive. Marginally.
What?
All that smoke was the poison. It just smokeified the poisoned out.
And stupid. And once you help her to her feet, you immediately pull her into a fierce yet gentle hug. It's wild to undergo someone else's near-death experience. I feel like you know her way better than one montage scene's worth. Another new friend.
Not so tight.
Ease up a little. All the tea sippers are staring at you now. Smoke alarm goes off. Just kidding, there's no fire safety. Death apparently isn't interesting, but the possibility of some quadrant edition stuff they are suddenly all about.
Ugly.
Sorry, assholes. Just you and your new friend sharing a touching post-near fatal encounter. Nothing to see here. Didn't die. What an ending.
Click. This one was a short one.
Yep.
Go down the other route, see if the same thing happens.
Okay.
You can hit the fast forward button, so.
Alright. For posterity's sake. We'll do one more crime, please.
No more crime.
We'll zoop right through this. Yep. The end.
Okay, it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dunkley.
Sure is Dunkley in here.
Yay!
There's text after the end screen that one time.
Yeah.
But in the shit.
Ooh, damn, huh?
Yep. Also, Boldir almost got killed both times. The fuck?
Yay. Alright, let's go to the next baby, I guess. Thanks for watching.
You gotta do
like
self-voicing.
Oh, right. I feel like this episode was the most interesting one.
It was neatly.
It was entertaining for me. I don't know if it was most entertaining for the audience. Is what
Okay.
Oh well.
Which one's the fastest? Do you remember?
I don't care, just hit one.
Okay. Prepare your ears.
Self-voicing enabled. Boldir. Perfect. Self-voicing disabled.
Boldir.
Yeah, as expected.
Oh shit, wait, you gotta go see Carmia, how to pronounce Carmia. He says Miss Carmia. Because she says Miss Carmia, go.
You're bad.
It's that one,
Yeah.
and the bright route. Sure, let's do crime.
Yep. I'm gonna go through this. Bananing around.
Click. That's when she appears on the screen. Okay, there.
Alright.
Self-voicing enabled. Boldir. It's nice to meet you in person, Miss Carmia.
Okay, it is Carmia.
Self-voicing disabled.
Why would it be anything else? It's Carmia.
Carmia.
So bad.
Carmia.
Carmia was a bullfrog. Ah! Don't knee me in the back. That's bad. You're bad.
Now go.
I feel like it's gonna bruise. It's not gonna bruise. I had things that I felt like were gonna bruise that never bruised. What am I going?
Well, I guess we're done.
Yeah, we're done here.
I really like the theme song.
It was bananally. What's relevant to the story? Why does Boldir know there's the structure of reality?
I don't know. Boldir's a baby.
Meditating in the goddamn Zen courtyard.
Yeah.
Where is their hive? I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe she does live in there.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's Dunkley.
It is Dunkley. Anyway, good snutty nut episode, everyone.
Yay!
Yep, can I have this up in like 3 weeks? Because we don't have internet.
We can always upload it like Starbucks.
You're silly. You're silly. Alright, goodbye everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye!
Bye.